Hello guys, welcome back to my reviews for the sixth and final episode of Series 18, and today we're talking about, as the title suggests, anywhere, it's called Stealing from 2025. Directed by Darren Aronofsky, starring Austin Butler, Zoe Kravitz, Matt Smith, Vincent D'Onofrio, Liv Schreiber, even in a little uncredited appearance by Laura Dern at the end of the film. So there we go. So this film, this film focuses on a baseball player set in the late 90s, about 1998, and he gets a small job offer to look after his neighbour's cat while he's away in London because his dad's had a stroke. But while doing that, he discovers what his neighbour's been up to, and ends up in this this sort of dangerous situation, really involving gangsters, crime lords, the a Jewish family as well involved, corrupt police department. It's a madcap of stuff, really. This is an American black comedy crime thriller. This is based on a book. This is from about 2004. It's actually part of a trilogy. It is actually. So this is the first part, obviously. So Caught Stealing is one part, but the first part of the book trilogy, basically. So if you're interested now, so yes. For other film, you get some brilliant stuff indeed. Austin Butler is amazing in this film, actually, because I first called attention to him on it was through Elvis, really, actually. His the Baz Luhrmann film, and obviously he did The Outsiders or The Outriders after that with Jodie Comer, and obviously this film. The main reason why I knew about this film was through filming pictures of Matt Smith dressed as a punk. If you look at the film, you can see like it's a totally different style to Matt Smith, really. It's interesting because of him, because obviously prior to that in his career obviously did a lot of TV work, and also did some drama, a couple of dramas here and there. Party Animals was one. Then he also played Doctor Who, of course, from 2010 to 2013, 11th incarnation, or supposedly 13th incarnation, depends on the canonicity of that thing, how the history of television changed then, or that series, basically. But obviously after that he pursued some other stuff in Hollywood. That was one of his main goals, really. Did The River, which is a Ryan Gosling film, which sort of, again, sort of borrows some some physical changes to himself, like shaving his head and stuff, becoming a bit more gruff, very sort of like some DJ thing. I've never really seen that film, really. I managed to check it out at some point, really. I heard a lot of negative stuff about it, but there we go. Obviously after that, he did something like Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. Pride and Prejudice meets Zombies. Fair enough. Terminator Genesis, which I've seen a couple of times on Night Shift, really. I don't want to talk about a film. It's god-awful. It is. Tell me about it. Try and, seeing that for about, 3 times on like a repeat, or maybe like film 4 or something, Channel 4, that is, put in the middle of the night, like maybe 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. It's not worth. It bluntens your experience. It does a little bit afterwards. It's like, oh god, really? There's nothing that's decent that's on in the middle of the night. While you're working. So yeah. There was a Patient Zero, which I never really seen on that one, but his trajectory sort of is coming up a bit better now, especially in this decade, mainly so. First up, we got his Last Night in Soho, which I think I reviewed at the time, really, in a live stream special I did, which is great in that. Obviously in this film, obviously, and obviously he's doing this The Death of Bunny Malone. Is it Bunny Malone? Yeah, the Nick Cave adaptation he's doing for Sky. I think it's coming out this year or next year, I think it is. So his trajectory is actually doing a lot better now. He's actually choosing a lot better roles now this time, actually. Stuff that's really, quite important, really. So far, that's pretty good. Zoe Kravitz, obviously I remember she appeared in The Batman a couple of years ago, actually, which I reviewed on a live stream thing. Really good stuff. She's only in the film half the movie, really. She gets killed off. Spoilers here, haven't seen the film. Indeed. Liv Schreiber's in it, Vincent D'Onofrio's in it, of course, that sort of thing. I do like the Jewish characters, of course, in that film. Jewish family members, and try and introduce the family thing of obviously introducing to their mother. Really good stuff, very, very funny. Also, the cat gets a spotlight. The cat of Bud stays basically like it's the through line through this movie really. Like you know, you never expect it really, you know, but Bug gets a more prominent you know concentration for the film really. Like he's concentrating for the film really, or here and there, even though he gets injured and stuff like that. Indeed. Brilliant direction, fantastic stuff. Darren Aronofsky. I've only ever seen his film Requiem for a Dream. I did have it on DVD. I do. I'm not really aware of his other films. Mother with Jeff Lawrence rings a bell, but I've never actually seen that film really. You know, I've heard about it. I've seen it advertised on DVD and stuff when it first came out. Indeed, but yeah, not really sure really, because I need to actually delve into more of his catalogue, maybe a bit more really, because it's only like maybe a film from 2000 and a film from 2025, maybe one from 2016. You know, it's like, you know, you basically just you barely scratch the surface really on that one really. So I need to sort of do a bit of research and deep down on actually what else he's done really, what films he's done, maybe a piece to my attention really. But there you go. But his direction really is fantastic. It's really good. I enjoy the music, of course. It has that sort of grunge type of feel, even though it's late 90s, you know, it does have that sort of grungy, you know, sort of grimy type of style to it in terms of its colours, its style, and camera work as well. Indeed, it's just really interesting. So yeah, that's one thing. Great film actually, because I was heavily intrigued. I was heavily invested for the film from the beginning until the very end. It's like, again, like 2 hour movie really, 2.5 hours, something like that. But really good stuff. Fascinating, you know, just really fascinating. Interesting enough, actually, I did a little bit of research before I started filming. Apparently, it didn't do at the box office. Actually, it did like I think its budget was like more than like a 40 between $65 million. It only reached maybe like $35 really. So there we go. But we live in this age now where streaming's possible. No one really goes to cinema as much really. I haven't been to the cinema since 2021 really. Have I? Yeah. I nearly went in 2022. Was it 2022? Oh, see, Oppenheimer. I missed out. I was working at the time, so I missed out on that one. Really, but I thought, really, you know. But indeed. So this film is, I really enjoy it for what it was. The cast are great. The cinema work, camera work, everything else is really good. The music itself by Rob Samson does something, gives it this. Who was from the band Idols. Really elevates the movie as well. It gives that sort of intensity and everything else. It really gives you that sort of 90s thing, even if it's like a retro film. It definitely works. It does, in a way. So I'm interested to see if they actually adapt the other 2 books. They will, hopefully. You know, I'm interested to see where the story goes. You know, where will this character lead next? You know, that sort of thing. Anyway, fair enough. Excuse me, I've got a dog here. Thank you guys for watching. I've been reviewing Caught Stealing from 2025, and I'll see you for the next video, guys. See ya.